Hi. Hey guys, so today I am here to check out Euphonia's kitchen and I'm going to take you guys to meet the founder, Yogita. So let's head inside and go interview her. Hi! This is Yogita.
Hi.
Introduce yourself and where are we?
Hi guys, my name is Yogita and we're at Euphoria Studios. Come in.
Let's go.
So this is Euphoria Studios, which is a studio space. We also do pop-ups. We're also starting our own supper club. So stay tuned.
So exciting. So what made you start your own Euphoria kitchen?
This idea was actually started when I decided I did hotel management and I wanted to become a content creator like everybody else. Yeah, and I couldn't use it as much as I wanted to because I went to London for my master's. And yeah, I just started renting it out. It became like a creative hub where we do pop-ups, we also do supper clubs, and I've also shot with brands like Swiggy and Happy-Lo.
Okay, so what are some of the challenges you faced when you were starting the space out?
When I started the space, I had absolutely no idea about how content is created and how ad shoots happen and the whole the ad universe. But once I just started getting into the work, once I got my first shoot, is when I understood that how lights, cameras, the angles, all of that makes a difference.
And do you feel like it's evolved over time?
For sure. So I feel like when I went for my master's, I did entrepreneurship. So I figured out what I could use the studio to do. So when I did my research, I understood that there's a space in Bangalore, like people lack a space in Bangalore where you can come shoot your content creators can come gather and have meetups, and even for brands to shoot like social media content, they need a space that is fully furnished and has all the kitchen equipment.
So did you go into the strategy before the business idea came live?
Yeah.
Or was the strategy built up eventually?
I think it's something that was built up eventually because it takes some time for you to understand a certain business industry and to understand how the industry works and all the components, what kind of media houses can you reach out to, and what the potential is endless with this space. You can do anything you want.
So true. I have seen your Instagram page where you should go follow her, and I can see that you started working with a lot of brands and all.
Yeah.
And the more I was speaking to her, I got to know that she's signed a lot of NDAs with a lot of brands that haven't been posted, but
Yes.
she's worked
Yes.
on it. So that is so exciting. But I heard that you went to London for your masters,
Yes.
right? Tell us, how did that help and how did you coming back and executing this idea played a big role?
So I feel like my masters really helped me in a way that I could explore all the possibilities of Euphoria. I came up with the idea of having matcha pop-ups and literally collaborating with
Matcha pop-up in the sense Sakura?
Yes.
Oh wow! Sakura's work here, that's really nice.
So I actually did my masters in Westminster. I majored in entrepreneurship, and for my dissertation I used Euphoria as an example. And I realized that I can do so many different things with Euphoria, like having pop-ups, content creation, tying up with brands for their content, having supper clubs, also doing something like taste film where we show a movie and the whole menu is created on the movie and you're going to be eating the same food as in the people's movie. I'm just still exploring the different possibilities that I can do with the space.
Okay, so this was something your love for food coming into life as well.
Yes.
It's one of your hobbies as well.
Actually did hotel management in IIHM in Ranagar.
Oh wow.
Yeah, what I learned there is that it's a beautiful world and space for people who love food and to create food. And I also did an internship in France where I worked with a kitchen.
And this was
In-
before your masters?
Yes, this was before my master's.
And where did you study?
IIHM in the International Institute of Hotel Management. And yeah, they gave me the opportunity to go to France, work in a traditional French. And yeah, it was a really good experience. Learned how like disciplined and hard of a job it is to be a chef. Like I feel like that was a great opportunity for me. I learned a lot of different skills with desserts. It was really interesting.
That's nice. So, why did you choose entrepreneurship over a normal career path?
I think I was always meant to be an entrepreneur. My mom keeps saying this because when I was a kid in school, I would like make labels and I would sell them to the other kids in my class. And I also started baking a lot when I was a child, and I started selling my baked foods. So I feel like that gene was always there in me. Those traits were always there in me. I give it my all when I work towards Euphoria and stuff.
And if you would tell someone if they wanted to be an entrepreneur, what advice would you give?
I feel like a lot of people have trouble in starting something. They have great ideas, they have amazing vision, but they're hesitant to start because they don't know how the outcome would be. What I would say is it's all about just starting. You just have to start and you'll just figure out your way, because it's never like a tunnel vision, or there's nothing that will guarantee you success in the world unless and until you start.
And how do you maintain a work-life balance while managing your business?
I feel like there's nothing called a work-life balance when you're managing your own business, because I work literally on the weekends. Saturday, Sundays are the busiest time for me. So it's probably I take some time out of the day to work out or do a little bit of meditation. That helps me keep myself calm and cool during the stressful week.
And has social media or any digital platform helped you in growing your business?
Yes, I feel Instagram is one of the biggest marketing tools out there. Even for me, like it introduced me to so many different people and different concepts and pop up to make it happen.
Yeah.
I would say Instagram is the most amazing platform out there. Yeah.
But in this world of remaining authentic or ensuring trust with that resonates in your brand, what are you doing something different?
I feel like it's always better to be unique and different and giving the people what they don't even know that they want. It's about selling needs more than wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like that's something that's really pushed me towards making Euphoria such a good success.
And then the last question I would like to say is that tell us more about your brand and what is the business model you have taken to, like, for rent or anyone who's interested in
Yeah,
coming
sure.
and doing photography or anything.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Euphoria is basically a space for creatives. Even if you have you're a home baker and you need a space to showcase your food or get some nice photographs, want to shoot a recipe video, and for brands who want to do content for their Instagram.
And even like pop-ups.
Yeah.
Like for example, we both were actually discussing of one day we can just resell our clothes. So we probably have a pop-up. And if anyone wants to join also, comment down below or text DM me and Yogita, so you can also be a part of this. And
Yes.
we do so many things together. We were also discussing so many ideas about rave parties and
Yes.
all. There's a lot coming, so you have to follow her on Instagram.
Please do.
And that's about it. With that we end.
Yes.
And that was a really nice time we had, and I hope Yogita inspires inspires a lot of people to start their own business. And then with something like this, you can always contact Yogita or collaborate with her, and we all can work things out together because we all deserve to have our own business.
That's very true, very true.
Work-life balance.
Yes.
So see you guys soon.
See you, bye.